Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to Factorio. And might hide that because it's starting to take up a little bit of room, but I suppose we'll need them open in a sec. And yes, I haven't been casting in like a few days because my hands have not been that good. So every time I sit down and play Factorio, I play for like 30 seconds and I'm like, if my hands are okay, I'll do an episode. If they're not, I'll just give it a miss because I did take a bit of a downturn like a week ago. I'm not going to blame Fortress Craft. It was mostly Fortress Craft's fault and my hands kind of went down the toilet because I was just playing too much. So now I'm sort of sitting back and just like cast when I can cast. So if my hands are too sore to play Factorio, I'll play Kerbal Space Program. And I don't think they should ever be too sore to play Kerbal Space Program because that requires almost no key interaction at all to really do stuff. So yes. So we're going to start off with plastic, and the first thing I'm going to do is probably fix this guy up a bit, because if you remember, we had to actually change these things a little bit, because, yeah, it turns out that it's hard. Let's get rid of that. Turns out if you want all of these guys really close together, then you have to do some stuff to make that happen. Yep, that's beautiful. So this was apparently the 11th one, this guy right here. So we've got to put the 12th one out here. So what we do is... And you know what? We're not really giving a crap, I don't think, about a lot of this sort of stuff. Like... I mean, rails don't really matter. I mean, we've got infinite resources. Rails don't really matter. So, I feel like this blueprint can get deleted. And we'll just use the 12 one everywhere. Why not? It's perfectly fine to use the 12 one everywhere. Let me see. Need to get rid of this stuff. And yeah, we'll just keep using that. I will have to fix up iron and copper at some point, because this one is using the old blueprint. We'll probably need more, definitely more stations on there, so we'll have to redo those at some point, but that's fine. And yeah, I don't think we're ever going to be in a situation where, oh, it's still deleting that stuff. Deleting old stuff, okay. Main line, no, that's the depot. Geez, we got a lot of blueprints. So open the blueprint book, chuck them all in, delete. Okay, mainline station. Place those down, please. Thank you. And then a bunch more over here. So, plastic. So, in the last episode, we did go in and we did seed some heavy oil to start the whole process. So, we should be able to get some stuff going right now. Finish off these guys a little bit. There we go. Excellent. And we've got doubles here, but that's fine. I don't think there should be. I think we successfully destroyed the other bits that were in here, so that's all good. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get the basics going right here. So first things first, I don't think I saved that mining blueprint, did I? Probably not, but it probably doesn't matter anyway, so let's go over to, what was the other big one? Yeah, that's one. Oh, that was a weird resolution for a sec. I feel like it was still some focusing or something, I don't know. So anyway, what we do here is we do this. And that's everything we need. So we go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, excellent. Well, no, I've screwed it. I have screwed it so badly. Okay. Let's redo that without the weird, funny gap in there. Now I can get 2 up that side. Okay, and that's all done now. And then we just need to repeat it over there, which I will do at some later stage, because I don't think we're really going to be running out of coal. I don't think coal is going to be a problem right here. So let's get some of these. Where do we want you to be? I don't know, this toolbar thing is really doing my head in, because the toolbars... I mean, I can probably get rid of the bloody, the whatchamacallits. So you can go down here, can't you? Yep. And then you go over here. Okay, so we need some power. Easy enough. These are all set at 1. Easy enough. And then destroy all of those. Destroy all of those. Trim all of these things. Excellent, 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 excellent. And yeah, so that should be enough coal to last us for quite a while. And then we need to start setting up the actual business end of this base, which is going to be... well, let's do first things first, shall we? Oh man, we got the wires as part of this blueprint. That's interesting. Did not want the wires as part of this blueprint. Thank you, Mr. Autosave. Man, that's all right. That's okay. I won't re-get the blueprint. I'll fix it up later. Oh, just leave those wires in the blueprint. Why not? They're free, so it's fine. Jeez, that filled up really quickly, really fast. I suppose the ones with 2 did anyway, because only 4 in a chest. So, what are we going to need? We're going to need the very first thing we're going to need is we're going to put over here, and that is going to need a normal station. And this is going to be for water. Plastic. Input water. Okay. So now we need to hook up a new station for this. Uranium. Yes, uranium was the thing that needed the water. So, don't want to shift click that unnecessarily. So what we do here is Alt R. Excellent. And yes, we don't need a pipe up there because this is all going to be logistics and we are going to be barreling the whole frickin' lot. So probably about here and down to here and then all the way over to here and up to form a square. It's all about squares in this game. Need some pumps. Oh, there they go. Bot lag. I've never seen bot lag before, but I suppose there it is, just a little bit. So need there. Probably should be just building one of these and then blueprinting it, but alright. So and then sits like that. Give us a decent amount of water. You will be requesting empty barrels, about 200 of them. You will be barreling water, and like so. Alt. Excellent, and of course we need a pipe. Excellent. And I think we'll just seed these barrels naturally. It wouldn't be a bad idea to get steel over here, but we don't even building steel yet. And we don't need steel for speed module 3s. So we're not going to be building steel at all. We're just going to be manually seeding these barrels. And speaking of manually seeding things, I feel like we should actually get home petrol. We should actually get some sort of automated barrel creation system set up here. Because, yeah, we were making... I think we just handcrafted the barrels that we needed for this thing. 200 of those. Not a lot of guys in there, but we filled up all the barrels, so that's all good. So, yeah, steel. Okay. And... Actually... Are barrels one of the things we're making in here? Because that's kind of where we should be making this crap. I have a feeling that it's not, though. I have a feeling that barrels never came up in this design. Nope. That's alright. We'll make it down here, and then it'll have first dibs on all of this stuff, which is good. So, give me a whole bunch of barrels. Okay. Yep. Ah! Where did my plastic go? I think I deleted it. That's alright. Green circuits is closest. No, uranium is closest. Uranium fuel cells. It's just over the border from uranium fuel cells. Yeah! What happened to the... Ah, I think I deleted it when I did the thing. When I did the thing that that redid the blueprint. When I did that thing. Okay. So thank you, autosave. Plastic. Okay, done. So there's plastic going up again. Now we need a whole bunch of materials because I want to be... Well, let's get a train going first. Very first thing, let's get a train going so we got some water to work with when we're actually doing this stuff. What do we want? What do we want? Petrol Corex. We didn't really need to teleport to get this stuff, but anyway, what's the big deal? So it's 100 of that and 50 of that. So let's go to water. Probably had enough of these already in my inventory, but... Oh, fluid wagons! We've got the wrong sort of wagons, didn't we? Okay, there we go. Fluid wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then rotate you. So, sir, you are going to be going to... supply water 01 until you're full, and you are going to go to plastic input water until you are empty. And so you need to get up to 300. Why are you not up to 300? This wagon should have been... These guys aren't... I suppose I just pumped a whole bunch out of them, but still... Ah, I see what's going on here. So this takes a total of 75k, but we don't have a total of 75k cached. Okay, let's do that. And then it should have all the water it needs to pump this guy up. Can we jump in? Yes, very, very tricky to jump in a moving train because you move a little bit in the wrong direction and you end up getting splattered. But this train, man, really does go fast. Gonna go easily over 300. So yeah, nuclear trains absolutely rock. And of course, yeah, having a 242 instead of a 141 definitely helps. If it was a 141, I don't know how fast it would be going, but I very much doubt it would be over 300. It would be like 200 and something. It would not be as fast. So yes, definitely awesome. And well worth the extra space that we need on our train tracks to actually keep these guys in there. So we go through the waiting area, into the water area, right past this signal, and sucking it in. And this train will stay here forever because these guys, yeah, there's only 2 barrels, 2 tanks for each train track. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a storage warehouse. And we're going to need at least 1 storage warehouse just for miscellaneous crap. But let's go ahead and grab some barrels. Where did I build those damn things? Down here So almost 300. Let's wait for 300 since it's so close. 7, 8, 9, 300. Player inventory full. Really? Jesus Christ. I wasn't expecting that to ever happen. Ha! Okay. Here's what we do. Now, the thing is... So we got all of that, we got all of that, we got all of that, we got all of that. Concrete. I don't particularly want to destroy concrete, but we're going to have a full thing of concrete back then. So that's a lot of stuff. So what we do first, make sure we don't have any sticky keys on, and then we get rid of all the roboports. And then, wow, that guy actually got destroyed quite quickly. I was expecting it to take a lot more ammo. But yes, we got to remember to remove all of our roboports so they don't repair the damn thing. And we got to make sure when we right click this, not to have sticky keys on, because otherwise if you've got a control sticky key on, it drops it on the ground and all of your inventory drops with it. So not fun at all. So let's go ahead, get some more of those barrels. I don't really care anymore, just give me some more. Give me some more, give me some more. Dump those in. Excellent. Of course we don't have any robots, but that's all still fine. Now, I'm not sure whether we need 1,000 or 2,000 robots for this particular base. Green circuits, I put 2,000, but that's kind of thinking for the future. Like when that thing goes absolutely nuts. Plastic, I'm not sure. Going to make it 1,000. We could possibly make it 500 even, but 1,000 is pretty good. So I'll start the old water process. Now this is 800 barrels, kind of. Maybe we're overdoing it. Maybe we're just overdoing it a bit. So that'll be 50. And these guys can be 50. I feel like that's enough. Because if you put 200 everywhere and if you have huge things, then you're not really improving the base a lot. You're just increasing the amount of barrels it needs. Which is, yeah, it's a bit funky. This is actually cutting into this station a little bit, so... Guess what? You just got moved over a little bit. Actually, no. Moving won't even fix this problem. We really need this just to be over here. Over here completely. And we'll use an iron chest because iron chests suck. And rotate, please. There we go. So that'll fill this guy up. And then, yeah, now let's go ahead and let's start building this stuff. So we got water. And we got coal, so now we're going to spend the rest of the episode figuring out what to do here. So we've got a whole bunch of those. I'm going to pair these guys up a little bit. And we're going to shoot in steam from the side. And it's going to be very, very similar to what I did in my mega base. So coal liquefaction. Yes, excellent. And then, so this takes in 25 heavy oil, puts out 35. So Olgo is going to get a net positive on the thing. Have I left myself enough space there? I feel like that should be enough. I did have to do a whole bunch of really wacky things. In fact, the amount of wacky things I had to do was so large that I am going to go ahead and we are going to switch over and load that game and have a look at what I did over there, because I remember spending like a good hour figuring out the perfect coal liquefaction setup. Yep. It's probably going to break this setup a little bit, but to be honest, I don't care. Wait, this is Bob's. We don't want Bob's. We want Mega. There we go. That's better. This should hopefully be a little bit closer. Doesn't matter if you break a game with weird mobs, as long as weird mods, not mobs, as long as you eventually get things right. So here we go. This is our setup right here. This includes room for beacons, which is awesome. So I got water coming in here, goes through into the steam pipes, gets the coal put into them, and then we pump out this, and then we get that. So it's pretty much the same setup. just done over and over and over again here. And then I've got some other things going at other places. But I like this setup here. So we're going to copy, create blueprint. Just put that there. And we'll get some more blueprints while we're here. Oh, this auto-saved it. Okay, auto-save doesn't matter. So this is chucking that stuff down. And we'll have one for heavy oil as well in here somewhere. Or will we? I think I was creating lubricant in this base. Lubricant is fine. Not gonna. Well, should we worry about lubricant? Maybe we should. Okay, chuck that in there as well. And then we'll get a setup for. Oh no, this is. That's right. This is not the base I want. This is the base producing rocket circuits, rocket things. So this is the base I want. So we'll grab this and we'll grab this. So this is going to be, no, just grab this one. So this is going to be cracking for heavy down to light, which we will do with some sort of circuit condition. I think that's got that circuit condition built into one of the inserters. And then this guy is going to be for light oil cracking, which we will do all of because it's awesome. And then this is the plastic. So, yep. So now we just do like that. And that's all we really need. Like that. So yeah. Yeah. I could have designed that, designed all that by hand, but I remember it being quite a pain when I did it the first time. Quite a pain to go through, so I feel pretty good about not going through that pain again. Absolutely. So, new blueprint book. This book is going to be petrol, and then I'm going to drag that off to. Where's my petrol book going? It's gone. I had a book labeled petrol. Petrol. There we go. This one's done it. So petrol, and petrol. So this bit is the easiest bit to do. So let's go ahead and so we'll do this on the top going up, and then we'll have all of the plasticky stuff over on the right hand side. So we've got to build this over here so that we keep using the same bit to put the water in. Now the water is on the other side, but meh, that's all good. It's all good. So that should start working automatically. That should have everything it needs to work, except power. But power is easy. And yeah, obviously missing stuff and out of robotics range and blah, 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 blah. Let's not get you there. Let's set up our own robotics thing. So then we just copy and paste this a bunch of times. What was that? There's a bloody tree there. Bloody tree is always getting in the way of me doing what I want to do. Now, I'm not sure how much water this thing can actually, how many machines this thing can actually support, because I think there is a finite amount that it's able to support. All right, so what do we got? 12 of these guys, 10, 11, 12, using up some gears, that's fine. Whole bunch of these. There we go, that's fine. Where do we want? So we're gonna need some robo ports up here. You go there. You go there. And then we'll just do them up like this. That's it, I'm out. Outer robo ports, what a shame. Okay. Where did my robo ports go? Done. 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 Okay. So this is going to be requesting barrels as well, and each of these is going to be requesting 200 of the damn things, which we do not need. So let's put that down to 50. Even 50 is a lot considering that all of these guys need barrels, like all of them. We're going to have to put like a few thousand barrels into this system. But that's fine. I don't think there was a barrel thing here. This was just requesting the heavy oil. Which some of these should have. I guess. What are we missing? Why are none of these running? Heavy oil. I haven't dumped the heavy oil yet, have I? That's right. Dumping the heavy oil. There we go. Now we should see. Only 651? Only 651? For some reason I have a lot in my inventory. Must have been when I picked up one of those guys. Alright, so we're starting to run here. We're starting to see some guys doing some stuff. Starting to get some stuff going on. Let's go and do another barrel injection. Yeah. 480 sounds pretty good. Sort of a drop in the ocean for this base, but if we had steel, I would make the barrels locally and I would get a steel train coming in, but we don't have steel, so not going to worry about it. Later on we can worry about that sort of crap. How much is your... Whoa, okay, alright. We are going to be restricting you fairly heavily. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very heavily we're going to be restricting you. Okay. There we go. So all these guys got barrels, all these guys are backed up, all these guys are just not running very fast because of course we don't have any of the speed modules yet, but that's fine. So, we got stuff running, so we're going to go ahead and put down a couple more things. I can't remember, I think you were light oil. Heavy oil, we could put down a couple of the heavy oil things. Right over here. Yep, we'll put them down the bottom because we're only going to need one row total for heavy oil. And if we need more, we can push it out. I don't think there's anything to the right. We're really going to build anything else, so that's fine. Bunch of these. Building the gears. Always building the gears. Okay, so this is taking in this stuff. Once again, need some of those requesters. Now the problem with this guy, where's my things gone? The problem with this guy is, yes, I believe there is some circuit network hoobajank, which is going to stop it from throwing the heavy barrels in, but it's still going to request the heavy battles. Heavy battles. I almost said hairy barrels and I said heavy battles instead. That is not good. So we're going to make that a 10. And hopefully, since only 60 will be stuck in there, that means we won't lose a lot. So it'll be down to 50 as well. And we'll increase that heavy barrel storage to some amount later on. So there we go. So that's that stuff. Water, you're probably requesting a ton of those as well. My god, the barrels in this thing are just insane. Really, really insane. Okay, what else we got? We might as well build this. I mean, there's no harm in building it, so we might as well. Well, there is harm actually, because we don't want to drop out our heavy barrel usage before we get far enough away. So let's go here. Leave a spot for the guys, the things to go, and then you are going to be 50. Not that you're in robotics range yet, but we'll just get you set up. And then this is going to be light oil. I don't care. Make this down to 50. Did we reduce it for the other guys? I'm not sure that we did. Let's just reduce it now. No, we didn't. We did not. I didn't screw that up, did I? Still heavy oil. Okay. So that's all that. And then what we need is the plastic generation, which is going to be making our main stuff. So where is that? I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay. Bit of a gap here. Line that up. Bit of space. Cancel that stuff. We don't want it to go out that far. Match the very edge so we can get rid of that stuff. Okay. What are we missing? We're missing a... No, we're not missing anything except for some of these guys. So, right, I should be able to get some of those guys going. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that is going to be our full deal. We should be able to start getting plastic out of that sometime pretty soon, I guess. So what we need to do is, first of all, move that across. That covers, doesn't quite cover all of those. So if we put it down one more, and it does cover all of them, and these guys are all covered. Maximum width for that. Power that stuff up. Power that stuff up. There we go. These guys are, yeah, 200 petrol. I don't mind about squeezing a ton of petrol into these guys because they will use up what they have and they will put a ton of plastic into those chests, which is fine-ish. It's one row. A little bit more, but who gives a crap? So, it's going to be a case of barreling this system up nice and hard, nice and heavy. Because, yeah, we are definitely low on the barrels at this point. Do not want a new tag. I want some more barrels. Okay. Another 480. Really? Oh, silly, 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 silly me. Okay. That would explain it. That would explain it. Okay. Now, yeah, because they only stack in 10s, don't they? Stupid barrels, only stack in 10s. So that was actually filling up the damn chest every time. So now we got a warehouse. Don't have to worry about that. You're not using these barrels? I expect that to be, yep, completely empty. What with all of these guys requesting 50 barrels? Yep, absolutely empty. So this guy is still running. He's just running very slowly. Getting us petroleum very slowly. Getting us plastic very slowly. But that's plastic. We're getting plastic. We got 2.5k already? Ah, because we had a whole bunch of petroleum and stuff and all that sort of crap backed up. So yeah, very nice. Suppose we're out of water. Yep, out of water, out of empty barrels, out of coal. Out of coal? Man, this is a much hungrier system than I thought it was going to be. The radar's covering these guys. Yep, so we just need a radar. Over here somewhere. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that's plastic. Done. Done, 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 done. Let's go ahead and let's set up a system for loading it onto a train and a nice logistics system and so on and so forth. And once we do that, we can call this episode done. So, that stuff, except for that. We're providing... Plastic doesn't stack, stacks to only 100, so we're only going to be able to fit 16k here. These guys are going to be half, so 400 plastic. Should be able to fill these up pretty much straight away, because of course we had... No, wait, we only had 2.5k, didn't we? Whoops, I thought we had 25k. No, apparently not. So, all of these filters look good. Yep, they all look good. So now we just have to upgrade these guys to be plastic bars. And yeah, plastic, it's a main science resource, like a main one. So we are going to be chucking over all of everything we've got, kind of deal. What are we doing? Plastic. What did we have this for again? That's weird. Oh, that's right. We didn't want to include the negative in there. So this is currently... It's still 4.1k, even with the negative. Ah, negative's only for a requester. So why the hell did we have this then? I have no idea. So that includes that. I'm so confused. What were we doing in green circuits that required us to have this guy? I don't think we were pulling any information out of there. This was just purely getting the amount out of these chests. And somehow, for some reason, I wasn't putting it straight into this pole. Oh, I remember now. I put red cable and then I realized I needed green cable in here and I didn't want to redo the cables. That's hilarious. But yeah, there really is no reason why we couldn't have the same cable for all of them. Okay. That's the correct spacing. I don't care what it is as long as they're all the same. Yep, on the same thing. Well, was it on the same thing? Was it one to the left? No, that's correct. Okay. Mr. Anal has to get everything right, of course. And where was the power fault for those guys? Because, of course, that's incredibly important. One above over there, so like that. And you don't need to be there anymore. Okay, so you are passive, providing your way into the future, and then you are going to be the amount of plastic you have. 16k. Well, 4.8. So slowly, not very fast, actually. Sort of going. A whole lot of them just switched on at the same time. And then switched off just as quickly. That can't be a coincidence. Maybe it is a coincidence. So coal is pretty full. Where's all the petrol? I think because these machines all started at the same time, maybe we've just got, you know, a very decent amount of barrels coming out at the same time. Here we go. Here's some more barrels coming out. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Okay, so that's why they all switch on at the same time, because the barrels all get created at the same time. So yeah, this is going to be very slow to get our first train load. Not really much I can do about that. I can duplicate these, but they're really working as fast as they can, to be honest. I didn't have a barrel with this stuff. Barrels tend to slow down fluids, I've found. So, yeah, that's fine. So it's really a case of just this shit is not fast enough. So we will duplicate this shit just once more. These guys aren't lining up. Go You're not lining up. Why are you not lining up? You look like... Yeah, you're not lining up. You are very naughty. There you go. Now you're lining up. Okay. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I've got a few more robots in my thing. And what are we running this on? Quite a bit, actually, by the looks of it. How's my heavy oil in here? Not that great. There we go. It's just the robots taking forever. So what are we down to? A whole bunch of undergrounds and a whole bunch of oil refineries. So, oil refineries and undergrounds. Gonna need a lot of these, but we got a lot of them, so that's good. And yeah, let's go down, see how much. So these guys are all presumably full. So you got 50 in there, which is, it's not that great having 50 in there, but maybe I should just make that 0. Just completely reduce this guy to nothing, because those 50 barrels could really help us out right now. 60 actually. 2, 3, and we'll fix this up later. Once we got barrels just absolutely ballistic everywhere, just completely nuts. Are you still requesting 200 barrels? Could have sworn I fixed that. 50. Could have sworn I fixed that. 2. Once we build more of these machines elsewhere, I'm just gonna basically copy and paste everything. So all of the blueprints that I saved off the other game, I'm just going to delete those in a second, except for lubricant, because we haven't used that one. But the other ones I'm just going to delete. So you delete. Where'd petrol go? That doesn't look like lubricant. That looks like heavy oil. So delete. Why it pulls me out of that thing, I do not know. That's petrol, pretty sure. So you get deleted. And then this guy, which is light oil cracking, you delete. So yes, here we go. Did we dump the petrol in the place? Nope. Let's dump that in there. Excellent. So that'll be a little bit more of a kick in the ass for that system. Yeah, see, this guy is connected to logistics, and I'll only push in if we got more than 10,000. So that's a lot. That's definitely a lot. So, 43 minutes. I think it's time to end this episode. We've got plastic coming up. It's coming up not very fast. What is your problem? What is your problem? Not enough steam. You haven't got enough steam because you haven't got enough water. We haven't got enough water because, wait for it, we haven't got enough barrels. There we go. You knew what I was going to say there, didn't you? So now, 723. So now we're getting a decent amount of barrels. So let's hope that some of these barrels go straight to water. Go on, straight to water. Of course, we got 20 billion chests all needing water up here, and we've only got 4 chests needing water down here. So, yeah. I can see why these guys don't get picked a lot. But water is kind of important. So I'm going to actually upgrade these back to 200. Just to make sure that they're constantly getting the water that they desire. And you should now all be running. And they are running. Excellent. So that's just doubled our productivity. You guys down to 50. Yes. Okay, so we got a good system. We got plastic being produced. Next episode, we will be building red circuits. And we got everything we need. We'll build the copper cable on site, I think. And we can go over to our other mega base and actually steal a red circuit blueprint. I think I had a nice one where you've got like one copper cable in the middle and it splits off to 2 red circuits or something crazy like that. Anyway, we should be able to sort that out. Yes, and it should be awesome. So that's it. Moving on with the mega base and getting very close. After red circuits, we will just need a base that produces sulfuric acid, which is going to be very similar to this one. Yes, very similar to this one. I don't know, maybe we'll just reuse this base to make sulfuric acid. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. This will probably become sulfuric acid at some point, because there's an iron ore here. But yeah. We definitely do want another base for sulfuric acid. Maybe over here. That's not a bad amount of coal. There's iron right there. Not a great amount of coal. Like this coal up here. This coal is really nice. But then again, it's probably enough. It's enough there. I don't know. We'll see where the railways take us. Over there, maybe. But that's got no iron. That's alright. We can ship iron in. We can decide when we decide. So thank you very much for watching this game. Nothing is working anymore. What's your problem? You're out of steam. Because we're out of barrels. Because we're out of water. Probably because I created all these and these are taking all the barrels now. Oh my god, barrels, they're just killing us. They're just killing us so badly here. We'll have to keep filling these barrels up as time goes on. There we go, the base comes alive with the sound of barrels. So even with 200, they still get crap all barrels. That's alright. Once we got like 5,000 barrels, we'll dump it in there and then we won't have to worry about it anymore. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.